we're going to look at duty of care, standard of care, negligence, and liability. And that's going to be a theme that we're going to keep seeing throughout the class, because I'm going to be teaching you what is the safest practice. And then it's going to be up to you at your organization to implement the safest practice. Swimming pools are regulated by the province or the territory. If we don't operate them in accordance with regulations, they are subject to fines, closures, or other issues. With pool chemistry, we're going to see that switching from 2.5 to 3 kilograms, even though you might have learned in school that we round up, that's going to dramatically change the chemical level of the water. Contamination typically comes from humans, but it can come really from anywhere, whether it's food in the water, sweat, urine, contaminants in the filter, dead animals, sticks, plants, leaves. Anything that should not be in the water is a contaminant. So the main thing to understand is we need to disinfect the water without throwing it out. We are not dumping the water out. We are recirculating it every day, every week, every month. And so we need to do something to the water to make it safe, to kill those germs that we know come in. We need to mediate between what is the correct levels for the compliance with our provincial health authority, making sure the pool is safe. But we also need to think about the pool as a piece of equipment that should last 20, 30, 40, even 50 years if well maintained. Typically, chemicals in commercial swimming pools are fed automatically, but occasionally our system doesn't work. It just doesn't deliver what we need it to. We need to manually correct it. Or sometimes there's human error. Yes, we're going to see the controller, the computer that runs the feeding systems, but you are the human check and balance against that when you do the test yourself as required by provincial laws. If you don't have chemical feeders, you're adding chemicals by hand, or you're adding chemicals by hand when there is a deficit or a problem you need to address. The size of the pool, the age of the pool, lots of factors will change whether a pool is slow, more time, or fast, less time. But we can say that usually a lot of pools in Canada are up at 4, 5, 6 hours. The water being reused, filtration is a really key component. The filter is typically located after the pump if it is a pressure system, or it's located before the pump if it's a vacuum system. We want to heat the pool in a way that is sustainable and appropriate. Not all pools are heated. There are wading pools and spray parks that are not, but typically in Canada, we do heat our pools because of our extended winters and the need to make the water comfortable. If you have both a swimming pool and a spa or a hot tub, you will probably have experienced in your day-to-day work that the spa might be half the size of the pool, but it takes up twice your effort. So the pool operator is ultimately responsible for some elements of facility safety. You're not a lifeguard, you're not policing the customers, but you are responsible for ensuring that the environment that you are inviting people to use is meeting minimal safety standards. Data and tracking of your operations is really important, not just by the pool operations team, but by frontline staff or aquatic staff or management, to be able to forecast when you're busy, when you're going to need more supplies. There's a whole lot of things that go into that. So you may be directly or indirectly involved with the day-to-day maintenance. Certainly, maintenance is preventing the pool from breaking down when we don't want it to. When your circulation pump breaks, you can't run the pool. It's not recirculating, it's illegal. You need to close the pool. So it's in your best interest to regularly service the pump every few years so it doesn't just stop one day. Hire pool professionals to do your pool work. Do not use a kitchen guy to tile your pool. Do not use bathroom paint to paint your pool. Check references. I cannot stress this enough.